Now, Title 42 came about with the pandemic. It's a health and safety order that allowed immigration officials to turn people away. We spoke with a local attorney who believes it keeps people from seeking asylum and causes more illegal crossings.
So this is a very wrong-headed law that needs to be rethought. And if people want to change the law, the Congress is the way to do it, not this misapplication of a health and safety law.
Lance Curtright believes the Biden administration will keep fighting in the courts to lift Title 42 and that it could even end up before the Supreme Court. Another Texas immigration lawyer, Amy Maldonado, says this legal battle could take several months.
I think the Biden administration is able to say, oh, look, we tried to end Title 42. It's not our fault. It's the courts, and punt this issue past the elections.
Maldonado says she's encouraged the administration affirm Title 8 processing. Now, that's when migrants get the chance to make their case to stay here in the United States. Bottom line, though, the lawyers say it will be a case-by-case basis for each migrant as the federal government and the courts decide how to actually move forward.
Right. Well, El Paso has been preparing for a possible increase in migrants as Title 42 was expected to end today. But so far this morning, that isn't the case here along the U.S.-Mexico border. And earlier today, we also checked out the international ports of entry where things also appear to be flowing normally. Now, as we've been reporting, Border Patrol agents were preparing for a surge in migrants leading up to the end of Title 42. However, on Friday, Judge Robert Summerhays ruled the health order would stay in place for the public's best interest. In his decision, Summerhays addresses the impact the termination of Title 42 would have on plaintiff states and the CDC not complying with the APA as reasons to grant a preliminary injunction. Now, the future of Title 42 is now back in the courts, with the Department of Justice promptly filing an appeal to that temporary injunction.
The damage found at the former Candlewood Suites Hotel last week was an eye-opener. So last night, the council decided to specify tighter security in the renovation of this hotel and include the same guidelines in other future city projects.
Let's take a vote. Those in favor of this item with the direction, please raise your hand. Those opposed, unanimous on the dais with Councilmember Renteria off.
Neighbors blamed the damage on a homeless camp not far from the hotel site in Williamson County. And while not willing to point any fingers, today that area's representative tried to reassure her neighbors that they had been heard.
We owe the community not only an apology, but reassurance that the protection of the assets the city owns is vital to the success of achieving our intended goals.
Also today, neighbors who want the proposed housing for homeless seniors moved elsewhere shared their views at a Move Candlewood panel discussion not far from the hotel site. That's where they spent time looking for the cause of homelessness.
When you have that breakdown of the family unit, you turn and you run to people suffering from the same situations you're in. And next thing you know, bad choices, bad lifestyle, here they go.
People are homeless because of a deficit of income and a deficit of support. And that is those are the gaps we need to fill in terms of helping them rise up and above homelessness.
They disagree with Austin's focus on finding housing for people experiencing homelessness, saying there's no one-size-fits-all solution. But Mayor Adler worries the problem will only grow as the cost of living around Central Texas grows.
There are perhaps even more homeless encampments in Williamson County. We've always known that they are there. It doesn't surprise me that they're increasing, given the increase in housing prices that we're facing.